illegal immigration in this country is a tremendous problem which we're going to have to face in a serious way. In this chamber to some extent, but in Washington eventually. I think on one hand it's a human problem, something that keeps people isolated and in fear. I don't blame anyone for coming to this country. I think that I'm glad that the rest of the world sees what it is we have in terms of liberty and prosperity. And it's only natural that they would want to be here with us. It's a national problem, too, for all of us, I think, because I believe that it's put us on the road to a two-tiered society of a sort that hasn't existed here for 150 years. And when I've spent time in Los Angeles or in different parts of Texas, I've been alarmed to see a kind of an acceptance of the notion of a Spanish-speaking Hispanic underclass employed in service of the established Anglo citizenry. And it's, to my mind, a very unsettling, very uncomfortable and dire kind of a situation. Not what I want to see this country look like. We all have to be American citizens for this experiment to work. And we all have to share a common language so that we can participate in the politics of this country. And that means that citizenship has to be a part of this path. And I think that entrance into the country has to be controlled. We can't have a country without having a border. And we can't have immigration be simply a matter of whoever is the closest and can most easily come into the country. But as it has been for a long part of the history of the country, something that draws the best and the brightest and the most motivated from all over the world to join us here in America. I had the pleasure myself for some years to teach citizenship classes when I lived outside of Washington, D.C., largely to El Salvadoran immigrants to the country. And I had the greatest respect for those people. They worked hard and they sacrificed to take the class, to pay for the class, to give their time. Every Saturday it was a 5.5-hour lecture I used to give every Saturday, the whole history of the country, week after week. I loved doing it, in a good part of it in my rather rusty Spanish. And I couldn't be better disposed to the people that have decided to come here and that want to be part of our future. But I think our compassion is misguided.